What's up? What's up? Thank you all for tuning in wherever and whenever you're watching this. Guys, today we got some news articles I pulled up to look over, and I actually think this is not one of them. I think I accidentally clicked this one, but we got some news to cover. We got some current market updates, and we're just gonna kind of look at some news. And I have a couple little ideas of potentially what's happening, but we'll kind of see if we can tie them together. So we can see right here, guys, BlackRock started off. BlackRock launches Spot Bitcoin Private Trust. The 10 trillion asset manager said it's exploring permission to blockchain stablecoins, crypto assets, and tokenization. Now, I personally believe, Grayscale. I think we potentially could see something about this. So let's see. So we got diversified. There we go. So I think we're going to see something similar to Grayscale's, list here. I think we're going to see something along the lines of this. Now, is it going to be exactly the same? Probably not. But I could bet on seeing something along these lines. Now they launched this private trust. Now I didn't get a chance to read into all of this. I do actually like this picture. That's kind of cool. Besides the point though. So BlackRock launches Spot Bitcoin private trust to give its US-based institutional clients direct exposure to the world's most popular cryptocurrency. So right now it looks like it's just Bitcoin. It could potentially be, all of these kind of like what Grayscale is doing. So we'll see what happens with BlackRock. They're a lot larger of a company, so I could imagine we'd see something like that. We also have something I think, if you guys have not dove into BlackRock, guys, BlackRock owns a lot of stuff. I want to say we went over this last time. If not, let me actually let's see, where's BlackRock? Show recent. That's let me pull it up here. But anyway, we'll cover that in just a second. We got a couple more things I want to cover first, but I think this BlackRock news actually has something to do with a lot of other things happening here in the crypto space too. But we'll kind of see. So despite the recent market turbulence, it's still seeing substantial interest from some of its institutional clients in accessing crypto markets through its technology. The news comes on the heels of another announcement last week. The BlackRock will give users on its Aladdin asset management access to the Coinbase Prime. Now, Coinbase Prime, I believe, I'll open it up here, but I believe Coinbase Prime is a subscription-based wallet, I want to say, or exchange. However, I don't know which one it is because I haven't read up on it completely. We just opened it, but I believe it's something along those lines. And I actually went to this crypto meetup here recently, and this guy said he uses, I want to say it was Coinbase Prime, where it's like a $30 a month, but there's no fees. So depending, if your dollar cost averaging or even buying on a monthly basis, that the fees are gonna be more than $30. I mean, that's definitely something to look into. Now, okay, so I thought that was gonna, maybe give me a little more, but guess not. Anyway, no, it didn't. So the $10 trillion asset manager said it's also exploring permission blockchain, stablecoins, and crypto assets and tokenization. Again, that's why I think they're going to be doing something along here instead of just one like Bitcoin. I think they're going to have multiple. So we'll see over time. I think they're going to see how that one performs, which they'll come to find out it'll be performing pretty well here, possibly soon. But we do have some potential for some downside movements. So we'll see what's happening here. But we have the Bitcoin Trust press release, and the firm said it's been encouraged by a plan for decarbonizing crypto created by nonprofits Energy Web based in Switzerland, RMI. Now, something if you guys aren't aware is when BlackRock invests into a company, they make sure that they actually have this like an environmental rating. Now, with this environmental rating, depending on how good it is, depends on on if they're willing to invest in them or not. Are they committed to using less energy or burning less waste? So that's something I've noticed too. So I don't know if that has something to do with that as well, but I know BlackRock's very picky when it comes to that. So you see in November, 74% of institutional investors surveyed by Ernst and Young said they were likely to divest from companies with poor environmental, social, and governance performance. It's quite a bit. Last night, Tesla announced it would stop accepting Bitcoin as payment. Elon Musk said on Twitter because of the rapidly increased use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining transactions. Has completely abandoned, which Thursday was trading 24.6, had a market cap of 471 bill, according to market cap. I don't like coin market cap. I don't really like the Decrypt market stat. Coin market cap can be, you can kind of buy your way up in coin market cap. With CoinGecko, it's a lot less bias. You could use either one. They're still good for they're still good, but I don't really like coin market cap because a lot of the coins on there, like I said, you can kind of buy your way up. So this is actually pretty cool. Again, I think this BlackRock news has something to do with a couple different things. And let me actually just go to it right now. So as the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, sues Meta to stop Facebook parent from owning the entire metaverse. Now, from my knowledge, I mean, they never own all metaverses. I mean, they only own their metaverse. So I'm a little confused on what this is. That's why I pulled it up, so because I want to read through it. But you can see Meta's planned acquisition for VR fitness app Maker faces scrutiny as the FTC points to the Facebook parent's growing metaverse aims. So, I mean, BlackRock owns the world. I personally think some news, like for example, like this, and some people might think I'm crazy for saying this, but I've been trading and investing for a little over 6 years, and it's funny how you can connect the dots when things like that happen. But BlackRock pretty much owns the world. They literally like manage and assets for companies that they own, which doesn't really make sense. But anyway, again, the reason I think I mean, if you really look into BlackRock, this might make a little more sense to you. If you don't know too much about them, that could potentially be why you're like, bro, what are you talking about? But BlackRock literally owns everything pretty much. So when things like that happen, they chose to partner with Coinbase. Now, Coinbase, we went over it not too long ago. I want to say maybe within the past month, we went over how there was an article, actually. I think I shared it inside the Telegram chat, but the article was saying companies that were hiring and firing. Guess what? Coinbase was one of them that was firing. Now, I actually think that was them getting bought out, or aka saved, because they were going down. That's my opinion. But a lot of these other companies, like for example, FTX, the Sam Bankman-Fried, whatever his name is, which we have some news with him too. I mean, he's hiring people. He's hiring people, he's buying companies, he's lending money to, people that are pretty much falling off. But then you see something like where Coinbase partners with BlackRock, right? Out of the blue, right? And all crazy that, a couple months ago they were talking about getting rid of about 20% of their employees, which is a good portion. I mean, you got 100 people, you're getting rid of 20 people, and they might even be getting rid of more of that. So to see them partner with BlackRock, the company that owns almost everything. And actually, let me just share this with you because I meant to do it a minute ago, but things happen. So let's see, stop share. Let me share this. BlackRock. Let's see, what does BlackRock own? Pfizer, Moderna, CNN, MSNBC, the Home Depot. We got 3M, Exxon, Microsoft, Amazon, PayPal, Walmart, Facebook, Netflix. Now they don't necessarily own all of these companies, but you can see it says owned, but they might be the top shareholder in some of these companies as well. So they do have to run things through the top shareholder in order to do that. You see Bank of America. There's a lot more other banks on here. I'm trying to see if we can find any. But we have Visa, Lowe's and Home Depot, right? They're competitors. We had Goldman Sachs. We got Uber, Boeing, Honeywell, Fox News. I mean, the more you look on here, guys, the more you can see. I mean, there's even ones that you can't even read on here, like these smaller ones. So we got Walt Disney Company, right? The Walt Disney Company twice. I don't know why one's fancy and one's normal. You got Nike, PayPal, AT&T, again, Walmart Inc. We got MasterCard, and where was it? Visa. So, guys, I mean, they own a lot of stuff. So when you understand that, you can kind of see where I would somehow, in a way, relate that to what's actually happening. So let me pull the computer screen back up. But that's the reason why I in a way think, you know, the FTC, you know, suing Meta out of nowhere all of a sudden from owning the entire, they don't own the entire metaverse, right? They might own Meta, which is their metaverse, but again, I mean, we haven't read through this. I'm just bringing these things up to you guys because this is how we connect the dots on what's happening, right? When you follow the money, it always leads back to the same people, and sometimes those same people are, you know, the same company. So let me show this again. We got we got the brief, right? FTC has filed a suit to block Meta's purchase of VR fitness app Maker. So they don't even want to let them buy Maker. Now, that is actually crazy to me. Because at what point were we like not able to do like legal, like for example, if I want to buy a business, why am I not allowed to buy it? So it's very, very odd to me when things like this happen. It's like, well, what stops, you know, Elon Musk from buying Walmart? What if the FTC was like, yo, you can't buy Walmart? Or they're like, yo, remember that Twitter deal? Yeah, you can't do that. Like, it doesn't really, you guys kind of see where my thinking is going, right? So we're connecting these dots. We're like, hey, okay, well, BlackRock just launched this private trust, right? Bitcoin private trust. They've just partnered with a Coinbase, and again, this might not be relevant at all, but the FTC suing Meta from buying a company, or it's filing a suit from stopping them from buying this fitness app. Interesting. Now, beyond the competition in the VR fitness space, the agency is also concerned about Meta's plan for the budding metaverse. So this is really, again, this is very, very weird to me because never have I ever seen this as far as crypto or even in the forex investing really goes. I mean, I've never seen something like this happen. You know, I'm only been doing this for 6 years, so you know, there's things that I obviously haven't seen. I mean, this is probably something that's happened before. I've never witnessed this. So for me, it's kind of weird when all this, you know, BlackRock stuff's happening, and or Facebook is a very big company who also owns Meta, or who is Meta, whatever you want, however you want to put it. Guys, I mean, big company. I don't know. Let's see, we got Facebook on there, so Facebook is on. I just pulled it up again to look at it, but we got Facebook on there, so you know, really, really weird, right? But we'll see. I mean, again, BlackRock's not going to bet on a company that isn't going to win. So I'm just really confused on things like this that happen. So we have Meta's purchase or plan to purchase the app Maker within the might be scuttled. I don't know what scuttled means. I'm assuming it means something to stop. But as U.S. The FTC today sued the company to halt the acquisition. The parent company of Facebook and Instagram is also the biggest player in the VR space, and Meta, as the name implies, is pushing hard towards a future metaverse. In fact, FTC believes that Meta's planned acquisition within would be another move towards controlling it entirely. Meta would be one step closer to its ultimate goal of owning the entire metaverse. So again, the FTC, it doesn't want someone to have full control, right? When, you know, you got companies like BlackRock who are owning all companies. It's weird to me, guys. These are things, you know, you want to look out for too. I mean, you want to see these things and kind of see if, you know, these dots are connecting, or if there's a way like, okay, well, this just happened in the news. And actually, I remember when the coronavirus first hit. I remember when it first hit, my mentors were like, you know, this is a moment where normally you would see like a black swan event, a bombing or a war, or, you know, something that happens. And guess what happened is the coronavirus hit, and we were all like, oh my God, that's so weird, because we were just talking about like, wow, it'd be crazy if a black swan event hit. And really all a black swan event is like something like the coronavirus or the 2008, you know, housing market crash, things that like aren't controllable, things, you know, like sicknesses, like that's not controllable. It just spreads around the world. It's a pandemic. So that we can't really control. That's a black swan event, something that happens that's out of our control. So we have CryptoPunks, NFT owners get commercial rights. Yuga Labs hopes to secure their legacy as artwork. So who joined from an auction house, tells Decrypt about Yuga Labs plans to influence for the influential Ethereum NFT project. So pretty cool inside the NFT space. I'm not sure if you guys are, you know, really into NFTs or anything like that, but if you're not familiar with CryptoPunks, CryptoPunks were originally given away for free. They were originally given away for free. Now, if we go to something like OpenSea and we do a little CryptoPunk action, I think they're on here. Now, let's see the floor price on one of these puppies. The loads. Interesting. I don't know why it doesn't have the floor price right there. Back really quick. So I mean, even if we just look at this, so last sale, we have 89. This is actually crazy, and I'm actually gonna explain probably what happened there. So last sale, we have, I mean, look, we got 115 ETH, 69. So we'll call it 90. We'll call it 90, right? So let me go to coin. I like doing this. I don't know if you guys ever do this. So what's cool is you can put in. Oh, here it is. They moved it. So say you got 90 ETH. So they're paying $168,000 for something that was once free. Um, Again, I don't know if you guys were familiar with that, but CryptoPunks were originally free. They were given away. Like, here, connect, you can send me your address and I'll just send it to you for free. So it's crazy, you could see something like that where now the floor price, is roughly around, I would say it might even be like 40, which really is just the lowest price. So even if it's 40 ETH, we'll say if it's half that, and you're still looking at, thank you, Pocahontas. You're still gonna have like 74K, and we'll say even if it was 20 ETH, right? Guys, I mean, it's nuts. I mean, these things were originally given away for free, but it's cool because even here on their page, you can see it says they were featured in, what was it? They've been featured in places like the New York Times, Christie's of London, Art Basel, Miami, the PBS NewsHour. So I mean, they're a little bit all over the place. If you guys haven't seen these before, they're not new. Again, like I said, they were originally given away for free years ago. Um, so it's kind of cool to see, they're doing some type of thing that is going to give some commercial rights to the NFT owners. So that's actually really cool. Good for the NFT space as well, especially that project specifically. Now, this very, very important. And while we're here, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Trading and investing involves risk, and risk means potential loss. Now, with that being said, let's cover this. So, consumer group demand Snoop Dogg, Paris Hilton, and other celebs disclose NFT connections. Truth in advertising, Tina, right? Called out several celebrities for failing to disclose how they benefit from the sales of NFTs that they promote. Now, again, a lot of these things that people are promoting aren't even really good projects. They're not even great projects. They're just making money off them. So they're like, hey, why not promote this? We're gonna make it. Of course they're gonna promote it. But what they don't understand is there's repercussions that come with that. So you see it put 17 high-profile celebrities on notice Monday for promoting NFTs without appropriate disclosures. It sent letters to prominent figures who have promoted NFTs on social media, including Gwyneth Paltrow. I don't even know who that is. We got Floyd Mayweather, whoever that is, Tom Brady, DJ Khaled, Snoop Dogg, Paris Hilton. Targeted NFT collections included the Bored Ape Yacht Club, World of Women autograph collections. That the group says the letters remind the celebrities that they must clearly disclose any material connection to the NFT companies that they're promoting, citing long-standing FTC rules. So non-fungible tokens, better known as NFTs, are pretty much digital, a unique digital token, and usually it has with some type of ownership. It provides ownership, right? It's providing proof of ownership, but it also has some type of utility usually. So it's not the first time Tina's taken celebrities to task for shilling NFTs. In June, Tina legal director Laura Smith sent letters to the agency representing Justin Bieber, Reese Witherspoon, claiming that the pair engaged in a deceptive marketing and undisclosed endorsement with NFT collections in between with in-betweeners in the world of women. So again, here's Pocahontas. Thank you for joining us here. So we have says some NFTs become high value or blue chip status symbols, with many celebrities changing their Twitter profile pictures of favorite JPEG and posting images. Yeah, so pretty much this is just showing, I mean, these people who are partnered with these projects and not properly disclosing things. Just like how every time I tell you guys, this is not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, because things like this, I mean, are they going to come after me if I don't say that? Maybe not, because I'm not Snoop Dogg or Paris Hilton or Tom Brady or Floyd Mayweather, but we always got to protect ourselves in the long term. So we're always got to put it out there. All right, now we have how Ethereum traders, guys, are going to buy and sell the merge, how they're preparing. Pocahontas, what are you doing, you crazy cat? Data collected by Glassnode suggests that the option traders are looking extremely bullish for September, but leaning bearish for October and the month after the merge. Now, something I want to keep in mind, guys, is for ETH Bitcoin dominance, right? So when it's 4x pairs, and some of you might not realize this, when it's 4x pairs, and it works the same way with crypto, that's why I'm explaining this. So, for example, I want to use a USD pair. So we have the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. You can see in the back in this light gray color, it says, 1D, which is the 1-day time frame. We have USD CAD, which stands for the US dollar versus Canadian dollar. Now, because the US dollar is first over here, if it goes up, the US dollar increases in value. If it goes down, guess what happens? US dollar decreases in value. But on the flip side, we have the Canadian dollar. So if it goes up, the Canadian dollar is losing value, right? Now, if it goes down, we are gaining value on the Canadian dollar over the US dollar. So same thing's going to happen here in the Bitcoin versus Ethereum. So Ethereum's first. So if it goes up, what does that mean for Ethereum? Ethereum, if it goes up, the dominance is going up. So really, these charts kind of show dominance. Now, not necessarily losing value, but the dominance of one over the other. So you can see Ethereum compared to Bitcoin, the dominance is through the roof at the moment. Since, get this out the way, since, what is that? May, we've been literally only going down. So May, June, July, August. So literally 3 months of just bear, right? Bear down. Sorry, remember bear down Chicago Bears, bear market. Giving you guys quick little, nuggets and tips, things that I've used along the way that help me remember. So, but we've had a bear market really here since May, the beginning of May, literally. And you can see now Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin, or I guess Bitcoin's losing value or losing dominance over Ethereum. And we can see Ethereum plowing through. And it actually perfectly touched our level here, which I didn't even put there. I'm going to put the day level. But I mean, it perfectly touched our daily. It literally came down, right? And this is what happens a lot of times is most newer traders, or even some people that are trading for a long time, they don't understand really how the market moves. And what happens is, they get this break, boom, they're buying here, right? Not knowing that we're going to come back down and test these lows one more time, right? Capture the liquidity, right? Somebody who was entered here had their stop loss here, thinking we're not coming back to that level. Guess what happens? It comes back, hits that level, and crazy, right? Crazy how that works. Now, that happens a lot, guys. I mean, you look at the markets and you'll see it happen over and over again. But for now, I kind of want to go check out some projects, see what we're looking at. We got Aave. I love Aave. Follows a lot of my markups, a lot of my technicals, really, really precisely, I guess you could say. I like how it moves off of my technical analysis. So let's see. Really, we're kind of playing in the zone, and I believe the zone's a major, not even a major, but like a daily level. Where is this coming from? Okay. We're going to delete this. Don't know what that is. And we are going to potentially, I think this was accumulation zone. Yeah, so that was just accumulation zone. So realistically, I want to see us retrace somewhere up to this level in that zone. Now, really, the reason I want to see this, right? So if we were looking for the market to continue to move down, we have to look for it to retrace or retest, right? It's going to pull back at some point. It can't always go one way. So what I'm looking for is this pull back, this 50% 618, which normally happens, right? And normally if this was going to continue down, it would come up, hit this zone and continue down. Now it would either it could either respect this 38.2% fib level. It could even potentially break back below the 23.6, so we could potentially stay below there. Now, what normally happens is it comes up to this 50% 618 zone and it hits it and it continues down. Now, I'm actually only using this. I don't think it's going to continue down. I'm only using this because I think it's going to come up to this level. Now, knowing that it has to retrace to a level, no, it doesn't have to, right? It doesn't have to exactly retrace that level, but knowing based off patterns that what normally happen in the market, it retraces to this level. Sorry, now that my wording's fixed there on that. What normally happens, right? It normally retraces that level. So I'm looking for it to move up to this zone. Now, when it moves up to that zone, I actually think we could potentially stay above those levels. Now, I'm not looking for it to hit that zone and move down, but I'm looking for it to hit that zone and stay above. Now, the reason I'm looking for that zone still is because normally it would hit that and move down, but you know, I don't think we're gonna see a lot more downward movement. But again, I mean, it doesn't care who I am or what my opinion is. We could come down here, test these lows, almost the same exact thing, capture this liquidity level, you know, pretty much what I just showed you, right? Come down, boom, hit here, stop everybody out, and then we could take off. Or, you know, we could continue to respect this level that we're currently at, this little level here on the hourly. Now, is that going to happen? I don't know, but as of right now, hour, 4 hour, we're respecting it. And even, you know, if we pull this over here, you can see it's the same level. So we could even potentially stay above here, continue up, and come up to that zone. What I originally was looking for, as you guys can see, so I was looking for an upward move. So I put the fibs on there. What normally happens, so we measure from this bottom to this high right here. What normally happens is it comes back to the zone, and guess what? It moves up. It continues up. It pulls back, hits its zone, and continues up. Now it actually came very, very close. It didn't hit exactly. It came close, but it didn't hit it. And now you can see we broke above our last high. Now that we've done that, we're looking kind of in an uptrend here, and I don't believe I put it on there, but nope, I didn't. So we can even put a trend line on here. Now, Tyler's just gonna continue. Is this gonna continue to the moon forever? No. I think again we could either come back down. We might even come down here, retest this level, right? Blow out that low. We got to retest here, capture this liquidity, and then I think we could see that moving up. But again, that's just my opinion. That what actually happens is, you know, up to the market, and we can only read and react. So same thing, guys. I mean, these are really, really good levels for dollar cost averaging. I mean, Aave might be one of those projects I wait for it to come back down to. I originally called it out in the group chat at this level right here, 58.18. We're here, almost at a little over 100%, or almost at 100% return. So looking good on that. We got Cardano, ADA. It's funny, sometimes I see like the ADA and I like go to say like Cardano instantly, and I'm like, that is Cardano, right? I don't know if you guys do the same thing. That's just me. Hopefully not. So we got Cardano. Again, this is at a very good level for some dollar cost averaging. I personally, I liked Cardano, but it hasn't performed well for a long time. Since 2021 of August, literally over a year, it has not performed well almost at all. So it's been one of those projects where I'm like, oh my God, bro, when are we going to see the bottom of this thing? So we'll see. Again, something we can watch. It's at a level where we could dollar cost average in if it's something you want to dollar cost average in. But again, remember, risk, trading and investing involves risk. Risk means potential loss. It could continue to go down. Doesn't mean that we're at a bottom there. So as far as Bitcoin goes, guys, we're still seeing that bullish momentum, that on that uptrend. You know, we're still following it. I know last time we were on this call, we kind of actually talked about it. I believe we were talking about Bitcoin when it was actually like up here, maybe, you know, where I was telling you, well, I think we might come back down here, see this or hit this level again. So we'll kind of see what happens on an hour time frame. Let me go back here. Let me get my little face out of the way. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I can. So right now you can kind of see we're coming up on this level 50% 618 zone. Again, we measured from this high to this bottom. If it was going to continue down, what would happen is it would come up to the zone and then continue down. Now, I don't want to see that for Bitcoin. I want to see it break above. What level is this? This red level, which is 24.35. So 24.35. I want to see it break above even 24,160. I want to see a break above that. And then we could see a move into the zone. Now, could Bitcoin come back down and test these lows again? You know, I think we could, even potentially this 19K. I don't I don't really see it happening. But I don't want to rule it out like, yo, it's never gonna happen, because it definitely could. We got Chrono or Crow. Again, project hasn't been performing very well for a little while. We got the Fib zone over here. It's funny. I was actually looking for that like 3 weeks ago on a call. I was like, I know I marked it up. We'll just do it again. But again, we got Crow at a level where you could potentially dollar cost average, and we've seen highs of a dollar on it. Right now, we're literally at 15 cents. So, you know, returns on that could be pretty decent. Obviously, again, dollar cost average. If you're looking to buy in, don't put the whole bag on it. I'm not a financial advisor, so you're allowed to do whatever you want. That's just my opinion, what I would do. So what you do is up to you. We have Dot. Again, this is another project I actually I do polls on Instagram every other Friday. So this Friday I won't be doing it, aka tomorrow. But next Friday we'll be doing a poll. So this was originally one. So what I do is I put 3 projects on my Instagram. I put a poll. I allow my followers to pick a project which we invest like $10 to $20 into. We bought it right here, and I believe I actually called it out here for the chat as well. So guys, I mean, we're catching. I mean, a lot of people here, you're like, oh my God, we're in a bear market. Well, we're up 23% on that trade. So bear market or not, we're winning. Again, Dot, I mean, really, if we respect this, I would say this 823 level roughly, or the zone even from 823 to 850. I think we respect that. We can continue to see up, but we could also come back down and test and see some lows. As far as like an uptrend goes, I mean, we're higher highs, higher lows. So we'll see what happens here. Right now, we're just kind of reading and reacting to a lot of these pairs. We got the dollar index, which has been going down for a little while now, not too long, since July 22nd. A little coming up on a month. We got the ETH Bitcoin dominance, which I just showed you guys a little bit ago. We got Ethereum pretty much dominating Bitcoin at the moment. We got Ethereum here. You see, almost looks exactly the same. Now, I never saw this retest here that we were looking for originally in the zone, but it doesn't always do that. Again, that's what normally happens. Now, there's things that happen as well when we're looking at these fib levels. Now, these fib levels kind of tell a story. When it comes to here, it's just kind of a normal move, right? The 50% 618 zone. When it comes to the 23.6, which it did on this occasion, and it respected it, right? It didn't even break below, right? So it came down, retraced 23.6% to this level, right? You can see it didn't even break below, it literally perfectly touched, and boom, took off. Now, when it comes to this level only and goes, you're usually looking at a strong trend up. So looking at that, we could see a strong move up, which we did. Now, if it comes down to this 38.2%, we're looking at like a medium move up, like a medium trend, uptrend. So it's nice to see, honestly, that it came to the 23.6 and didn't break above that or break below that, and we just boom, shot through, broke through our previous high there, and now we're coming back down. What looks like we could be testing it for a floor. So we'll see what happens there when that time comes. But for now, we're just kind of watching it. We got GRT, we got, let's see, Chainlink. Chainlink's another one, guys. We called it out, $6.03. People are like, that's in a bull market, Tyler. How you can't possibly be winning. Well, 47%. I don't make the rules. I just trade, not follow some. So we got Mana. Oh, actually, let's go Looks. We got Looks too. I want to say we called that out. Maybe not. Looks is another project. If you're not familiar with it, I actually just opened OpenSea. So Looks Rare is literally a spitting image of this website. They just reward you for using their platform, compared to where OpenSea is like, oh yeah, cool. Thanks for using us. See you next time. But Looks Rare actually rewards you for selling on their platform. Now you can see it hasn't really performed well since about the beginning of the year, but it's a good project. It's the project itself is good. The tokens, I believe you can stake them. Let me see if we got looksrare.org. You could stake them on here. Click it, but you can see, look, buy NFTs or sell them and earn rewards. Boom. So let's see what the rewards are. Listing, staking, or trading. Let's see for staking. That's nuts. So not only are they going to reward you for using their website, right? It looks literally just like OpenSea. But they're also going to give you a very, very good percent. So guys, I mean, this is a project where I'm all in about. I mean, I have quite a bit of this actually. And I didn't realize it, but I'm going to be staking it. Wow, that's crazy. But anyway, guys, I mean that's a really good project overall. I mean, for as far as what's happening with it right now, I mean, I don't really know. We're looking at it, but as far as long-term potential, I do see a long-term potential. I see this almost like Google and Bing, right? We have OpenSea and LooksRare. Right now, LooksRare looks like Google to me. It's the Google of the NFT platforms now. Is there going to be something that might take down out? Good. But it's better than OpenSea because they offer more. They give you more value. They allow you to earn more money by utilizing their product, their project. So I really, really like this project. Again, you stake it for almost 100% APY, which is literally nuts. We got Matic, which has been making some moves up. We got Quick. Let's see, we got Sand. Smooth Love Potion. Me and Tommy made some money off this back in the day right here on this move, which is funny. He was like, yo, bro, I think it's gonna go up, and boom, he called it, and he was right. Shout out Tommy. So we got Solana. Solana's been not really doing much right now. It looks like a stable coin. Not really, but it's been moving in a consolidated zone. You can see by consolidated, I just mean it hasn't been, volatile. You can see it's just playing up and down, up and down, up and down. It's really all consolidated means. This is not consolidation. This is consolidation. So we got Spell. Oh my God. Embarrassed to say I bought this. I bought this project a long time ago. I want to say it was before that. I want to say it was like over here. I bought it probably around maybe even this level, and you can see we've dropped quite a bit. This is one of those projects. It's a low cap project. I didn't invest a lot into it. I didn't expect much from it. If I made money from it, it was one of those things where like, oh shit, let me take my percent and go. Something to look at here. Total market cap, guys, you can see has been making a return. We dropped down from 3 trillion, almost actually below 1 trillion. Blackrock, which we were just talking about, they manage $10 trillion. The entire crypto market is $1 trillion. Keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. So we got Uniswap again, another good project, I believe. This one might have been called out as well. We got Sushi Swap too. There's quite a few different projects, guys. I've been trying to keep you guys up to date with them. It's a lot of things I'm doing outside of just this group chat. I know I'm trying to provide you guys with the most value I can, with also maintaining my normal life outside of here with marketing, trading, and providing for my team as well. So, I'm really focused on and driven, really dedicated to bring you guys value here for free, and to help you guys win, which, I just showed you guys. And one of the coins up 47%, I think it was. The other one's like 20. So, hopefully you guys are getting some of these trades that I'm calling out inside of that chat. Uniswap, we got a break and a retest above here. Potentially this could be a zone where, we could see some more movements up. Uniswap, I believe, was like $55 if I remember correctly. High, maybe 40. Okay, so $45. Right now we're sitting at about 9. So even if it went to $18, guys, I mean, you'd be looking at 100% return. So if we went from current price roughly to $16, $17, I mean, you're looking at 100% return. So these are things to keep in mind, and especially with prices too, right? I just showed you BlackRock has 20 trillion or 10 trillion under management. So we have a max supply, right? What is that? 1,000 million, billion. So we have 1 billion coins, right? So right now we have 456 million in circulation. The total market cap, guys, of this one coin. So we have sorry. The total market cap on this project is, let's see, so 1,000 million, billion. So we have 4 billion, right? 4 billion. And we got 4 billion. And again, guys, BlackRock, it's 10 trillion under management. So to understand really why I'm bringing this up, right? Why is Tyler bringing up this market cap of 4 billion? Why is he talking about this 10 trillion BlackRock, is managing? Well, guys, it goes to show, I mean, they have trillions of dollars, right? But there's other people in the space. There's banks, big institutions, there's real estate markets, there's a lot of other players that have yet to enter here. Okay. BlackRock just entered here, right? Just entered here. Now, I'm not saying that's going to drive the price of everything, because it won't. But what I'm saying, guys, is you want to pay attention to the money flowing into crypto, because we have the I think it's not shown here. Oh, here it is right here. We have the market cap, right? It's up 0.02%. You can see 24-hour volume, the dominance of Bitcoin, Ethereum. We got gas fees, which are literally extremely low. So if you want any type of NFTs, there you go. But the reason I'm bringing this up, guys, is because one large player could come in here, if they want to put all their eggs in one basket and really manipulate price, I guess you could say, we could call it. Manipulate, control, depends on, what you want to call it. We got Tezos to your Bezos, right? Oh, got all this on here. Again, this is one of those things I was doing. So this is for margin trading, more or less to do with risk, but Tezos to your Bezos. We got Omi. Again, Omi, guys, I just called this out not too long ago. I think last call we talked about it. I'm looking forward to come back in this zone. Now, is it going to perfectly come back in there? It might not, guys. It might not. The reason I like this project is because they're partners with Marvel, DC, like Powerpuff Girls, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, all these different there's Disney. I'm trying to think what their thing is. Whatever, I'm blanking on it, but they have some really, really good partners, and they're actually being used as the currency for the VV platform, which is where you buy these NFTs, which are, Disney, you have Batman, Deadpool, you got all DC, Marvel, all these characters that are, some of them are figures, some of them are comic books. One of my best moves on there, I actually bought this comic book at like $7 and I sold it for $450 on there. But at the time, you weren't able to cash out, so it was all just in there in VV's gems. Now you're able to cash out the gems to Omi, which is really, really dope. So something to keep in mind, guys. Again, I'm a big fan of that project. We got Flow is moving. This is another project I just recently bought in at. Actually, they're partnered up with Instagram. And actually, this is where they partnered up with them, and boom, that happens. So let's see where it's at. So we bought at it was 2.74. Sweet. So that was our original buy-in right there. As you can see, we're up a little bit. Nothing crazy, nothing to, that's about. But this is a project where, let me change the color of this first. It's a project where we've seen some higher. Oh, no, it's not showing it there. I believe it's this project. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Yep. So we've seen highs, guys, of $42, and we've seen the all-time low about 2 months ago. So as far as returns goes, if this went from $1 to $2, right, our all-time high was $42, or from 2 to 4 even, right? You're doubling your investment. So these are projects that you want to pay attention to, guys. I mean, these are I don't know if I sent this one in the chat, but I know it was on my Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you definitely caught it. But this is something, I mean, even now, I mean, dollar cost average into it, guys. You put $100 in, $50, $10, $20, $5, whatever you're able to, dollar cost average into these projects, right? You put $5 in, it goes to $4, you made 100%. Now the return amount wasn't so sexy, right? From $5 to $10, or $10 to 20, or 20 to 40, or 40 to 80, 80 to 160, or 100 to 200. The return amount isn't so sexy, but The percentage, guys, is what a lot of people fail to remember. Now, when I was trading Forex, guys, a really good return was 20% a year, right? 20% a year. Guys, I just showed you, um, just showed you where we entered here, right? We entered on this blue line right here, this IG buy-in, and then we're up to right there, which is a little below. You want to keep these in mind. And some of the, and I know I've said this before, probably 100 times. Some of you guys have heard it so many times. You're like, oh my God, Tyler, stop saying this. But the crypto space, guys, we'll be up, for example, right? We're up 46%, I think it said right there. So we're up 46%. We'll go down 10%. You're like, oh my God, Tyler, I'm down 10%. I'm down 10%, but they're still up 36%. And it happens all the time. You know, I catch myself doing it very, very often because, you know, switching from Forex to crypto, I mean, the return difference was astronomical. You know, compared to movements and the volatility and just really how the market moves. So, with that being said, guys, hopefully you guys got some value out of this. I know I went over quite a few different projects. These are projects that I, you know, mostly look at, I mostly mark up. If there's anything you guys want to see outside of that, feel free to either comment below. I know this will be uploaded to YouTube. So every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, guys, we go live inside of the Telegram chat. So if you want to catch us live, join the Telegram chat, which is below in the link. And if there's anything you guys want to see that we didn't cover, that we haven't covered, or that you want to see or have more questions about, please go ahead and ask. The people who ask the most questions get the most answers. So ask more questions, you'll get more answers. That being said, guys, appreciate you all. Thank you, and we'll see you soon. Peace, guys.